Islamabad today. A total of 184,210 Pakistanis will perform Hajj this year. In India, Congress president says Modi government resorted to false propaganda and carried out disastrous politics in the country. In Yemen, 22 people have been killed in airstrikes by Saudi-led coalition in Kushar district of Hajj province. In playoff round of Pakistan Super League in Karachi, Peshawar Zalmi will face Equator Gladiators tomorrow. Now the news in detail. Germany has expressed concern over the recent tensions between Pakistan and India, urging the two countries to resolve their issues through negotiations. The expression was made by German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas while addressing a joint press conference with Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi in Islamabad today. He appreciated the speedy release of the Indian pilot and Prime Minister Imran Khan's offer of dialogue to India, saying these steps helped de-escalate tensions between the two countries. The German Foreign Minister appreciated Pakistan's efforts for elimination of terrorism. He particularly lauded Islamabad's role in restoration of peace and stability in Afghanistan. He said Germany has good relations with Pakistan and it wants to promote cooperation with the country in trade and other sectors. Shah Mahmood Qureshi said solution of lingering Kashmir dispute through dialogue is imperative for peace and stability in the region. He said dialogue is the only way forward. On terrorism, the foreign minister said this is a regional and global challenge. He pointed out that Pakistan has taken a lot of steps to eliminate this menace. German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas called on Prime Minister Imran Khan in Islamabad today. During the meeting, they exchanged views on different matters pertaining to mutual interest. President Dr. Arif Alvi says Pakistan is ready to enter into dialogue with India on all matters of mutual concern and work for de-escalation of tensions in South Asia. He was talking to Turkmen Foreign Minister Rashid Maridov, who called on him in Islamabad today. The president said Pakistan would like all friendly countries to urge India to work with Pakistan for amicable resolution of Kashmir dispute in accordance with the UN Security Council resolutions. Both sides agreed on early implementation of Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India gas pipeline project. Pakistan and Turkmenistan have signed the final version of the host government agreement on Tapi gas pipeline network in Islamabad today. The agreement was signed by the Secretary Petroleum Mian Asad Hayuddin and Chief Executive of TPCL Amanov. Speaking on the occasion, Minister for Petroleum Ghulam Sarwar Khan reiterated Pakistan's commitment for an early and successful implementation of the Tapi project. He hoped the groundbreaking of the project will be held in Pakistan this year. Turkmen Foreign Minister R. Meridov praised the minister of his government's initiatives in ensuring the timelines of the project. Prime Minister Imran Khan says steps are being taken to ensure business-friendly environment to foreign investors and improving easing of doing business in the country. He was talking to a delegation of Mitsubishi Corporation led by its chief executive Kimhaidi Ando in Islamabad today. Speaking on the occasion, Kimhaidi Ando said the company is encouraged by the business-friendly policies of the present government and intends to further strengthen its footprints, especially in meeting energy requirements of the country. Foreign Secretary Tahmina Janjua has appreciated the role of the world community in de-escalating tensions between the two neighboring countries. She was addressing an international conference on Shanghai Cooperation Organization, Future Prospects and Regional Connectivity in Islamabad today. She said Pakistan responded to India with determination, patience and responsibility. A total of 184,210 Pakistani pilgrims will perform Hajj this year. This was announced by Minister for Religious Affairs Nurul Haq Qadri after performing balloting under government Hajj scheme in Islamabad this afternoon. The minister said 112,526 people will perform Hajj under the government scheme, while 71,684 people will go for Hajj under private Hajj scheme. Nurul Haq Qadri said a revolutionary step this year is that Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has announced to include Pakistani Hujjaj in the Road to Mecca program, under which the pilgrims will be provided customs clearance and immigration facility at Islamabad, Karachi, Lahore, and Peshawar airports. This is Radio Pakistan. In India, Congress President Rahul Gandhi has said that Narendra Modi government resorted to false propaganda and carried out disastrous politics in the country. In a tweet after presiding over the Congress Working Committee meeting in Ahmedabad to deliberate political strategy for the upcoming polls, he said no sacrifice is too great and no effort is too little to keep the Bharatiya Janata Party and Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh out of power. Meanwhile, former party chief Sonia Gandhi said that Prime Minister Modi played the victim card while people are the real victims. The Congress Working Committee also resolved to defeat the BJP and RSS and ideology of fascism, hatred, anger, and divisiveness. In occupied Kashmir, several people were injured when Indian troops fired bullets, pellets, and tear gas shells on protesters in Baramulla district today. They were protesting against the cordon and search operation by the troops at Tantripura in Palham area of the district. The troops also forced people to stay outdoor for many hours despite heavy rains in Tangmarg area of Baramulla district. Thousands of people participated in the funeral prayers of 24-year-old martyred Mudassir Khan, who was killed by Indian troops during an operation in Pinglish area of the town. In Yemen, 22 people, including women and children, were killed in airstrikes by the Saudi-led coalition in Kushar district of Hajab province. The UN humanitarian coordinator in Yemen, Elize Grant, said in a statement that many of the injured children have been sent to hospital in Abbas district and in Sana'a for treatment, and several require possible evacuation to survive. In Syria, 38 Daesh fighters were killed in a US-backed offensive in Baghuz enclave in eastern part of the country. The Baghuz enclave is the last shred of territory held by the militants who have been driven from territory in Iraq and Syria over the past 4 years. In Britain, MPs are set to vote on Prime Minister Theresa May's Brexit deal later today after she claimed to have secured legally binding changes following last-minute talks with the European Union. Theresa May said the changes meant the Irish backstop, the insurance policy designed to avoid a hard border in Ireland, could not become permanent. The United States says it will withdraw all remaining diplomatic personnel from Venezuela this week amid unrest in the country. In a statement issued by the State Department, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said the decision reflects the deteriorating situation in Venezuela, as well as the conclusion that the presence of U.S. diplomatic staff at the embassy has become a constraint on U.S. policy. And now cricket. In playoff round of Pakistan Super League in Karachi, Peshawar Zalmi will face Quetta Gladiators tomorrow. And finally, the weather. Mainly partly cloudy weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 24 hours. However, rain thunderstorm accompanied by gusty winds is expected at isolated places in Quetta, Yob, Kalat, Dera Ghazi Khan, Bahawalpur, Sakhar, Larkana divisions, Kashmir and its adjoining hilly areas. To end the news, here once again are a few of the headlines. Germany has lauded Pakistan's efforts for de-escalating tensions with India and peace in Afghanistan. Pakistan and Turkmenistan signed final version of host government agreement on Tapi gas pipeline network in Islamabad today. A total of 184,210 Pakistanis will perform Hajj this year. In India, Congress President says Modi government resorted to false propaganda and carried out disastrous politics in the country. In Yemen, 22 people have been killed in airstrikes by Saudi-led coalition in Kushar district of Hajab province. In playoff round of Pakistan Super League in Karachi, Peshawar Zalmi will face Quetta Gladiators tomorrow. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.